Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the stream and welcome back to another video. Whoopoo! Another day of working on the BMPT Terminator 1/35th scale tank by Meng. Right there, Meng. Meng. Yes, that's what we're doing today. This is now, what are we on? We're going on part 7, I think. Yeah. Or maybe it's part 6. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, we are continuing. What did we do last time? Well, we built these two little guys. We did these two little guys last time. Remember these that I was fighting with and it took me over an hour just to build one? Yeah. Well, I got them done. They open up nice and cool like that. Got a little hinge on there with the photo etched parts. And the hatches open up and they close, and that's a fantastic little detail that's going to get used once and then put on the shelf and never touched again. But thank you for that little extra detail that you guys put in there. That's just great. So this is where we left off. It was assembling these things and we got them done. So remember last time I just built the one, so it actually took me about 2 hours or so to finish off the second one, just because I was putting the photo etched part on and then I started put it through and I folded it over, and as I was folding it over it came off the original piece because the glue hadn't set just quite yet, so I wound up having to unfold the 3 little prongs and then I had to put it back on and then put it back through. Yeah, it took me probably about 2 hours to finish up the second one, but they're done. They are done. I'm going to show you on the big picture just because I feel like it. Here we go. Yeah, so opens up just like that, and we got this little hinge here. That's the one that I was fighting with. Okay, and so when it opens up it actually bends and it does that, and yeah, just like that. Doink. And there's two of them. Now they're actually mirror images of each other, okay? As we see here, they're not. So one's a left and one's a right, okay? Or as they put in here, an F and a G, right? But that's what we got. So there you go. Pow, yeah. So they now want me to put them in, but I'm not ready to put them in yet because I'm gonna have to paint this. And when I paint, I'm going to have to mask off the little windows, otherwise I'll wind up painting those windows, and I don't want to paint them, and it's going to be a nightmare of a thing to paint or to mask if I have them already set in here, okay? And so I don't want to do that. What's actually kind of funny is just doing that. I expected them to drop in a little bit easier, but yeah. So what's going to happen once I press it in, there's 2 little tabs on each side. Those are going to go through and they're going to go dunk, and then it's going to stay in there. And they won't be glued, they'll be able to turn them. Although limited, you will be able to turn them. So since you guys get a nice little overhead view, I'll just put them in like that. This is opposite. They're supposed to go like this. Bing and bing. Bing and bang. Like that. That's how they're going to fit. Now, at the same time, they want me to put a couple little triangular pieces that are going to go across right over here, on there and on there. And again, I don't want to put those on until I have these guys put in, just because I don't want to interfere with the installation of these. If those are right there, they just might. So I'm going to hold off on that. So we have this little grill at the back here. B32 and 33, they go together. And I did that yesterday. I assembled them. These 2 guys right here. Bing. And they make this little grate. And they want it to go on like this on the back here. Okay? But guess what we don't have? We don't have anything on the back here, which means this has to wait. Okay? I did go back a step to 2021 here with these pieces here, building the cables, our little cables here, which were very simple. It says here to cut off that string 100 millimeters and then just glue the ends on, and that was simple. Now, one thing I will say, the other tank kits that I've built have been Tamiya, and for the cables Tamiya uses string. Okay, it's just a regular white string, right, like a nylon string. These guys, this is actually metal. This is some kind of metal wire. I don't know what it would be from, because it's silver. Normally, like, I would say, oh, it's just like the internal wire for like speaker wire or something like that, but that's always copper. This is not copper. So I'm not sure what kind of metal wire this is, but it is definitely metal. And so it was nice and easy to cut with my nippers. Just went to the length I needed and cut nice and easy, and it doesn't fray or anything. So kudos to Meng for using actual metal cable. That's really cool. So made 2 of them. So I got 2 of them here, 2 here, just like that. And they actually give me quite a bit for some extra, unless maybe later on I'm going to have to make another one, but I don't know. I got a pretty decent length here, maybe 2 inches, 2¼ inches or so of extra. So I'm kind of loading up my lower hull here with some parts to go on to the back that I don't want to have them put on there when I paint, right? So, because they're going to be separate things that wouldn't be painted at the same time as the actual camouflage. Pardon me here while I clean up some random nubs that have come off from Gundam builds. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next page. We've got these assembled. I've got a little collection of parts lying out here that are just waiting. So what we have, oh, I should mention, if you can hear my air conditioner in the background, I apologize. It is 28 degrees outside. That's Celsius, of course, not Fahrenheit. I don't even know what 28 degrees Fahrenheit is. Maybe like 75 or 80 or something like that. I don't know. Double it and add 30. That's kind of the rule of thumb, right? So 28 becomes 56. Add 30, that's 86 degrees. That's the temperature outside right now, up in the very cold Canadas. Yeah, so it's very warm today. Summer's here finally. Yay. Anyway, so we're finally working on the turret. The turret is finally here. So here's our main turret. This was its own separate little piece. And it looks like we're going to put in some end parts, so that's clear stuff. So where's our little clear tree? N1 and N2. Hey, we're back with the N1s. And that would be the last 2, being the bang, and N2, which is this curvature one. It's curvy one. And so it's time for me to change my glasses. Bam! Just like that. Just like that? Yeah. I don't know why I'm, funny mood today. I guess I'm just happy that it's nice and it's sunny out. Gonna order some fried chicken later and have some for dinner. Yeah. Okay. And I'm also happy that I finally get to start working on the turret on this thing. Finally. We're finally halfway through the book. Even if it's not all assembled. It's so much more detail than what I was expecting and what I was actually mentally prepared to deal with. I will admit that. I was not expecting the amount of detail in this build that there is. But I do have an F-18E model by Meng, and so that's in my future plans, and so I am expecting a lot of work done on that one. And I will say I have watched builds on it on the F-18E by Meng, the 1/48 scale. I have watched that, and doesn't look like it's super complicated or any like unnecessary detail work. So, okay, so our N1 is going to go on these two slots here. And they want these little tabs that, remember last time I pointed out, they have these little tabs that are going right across on it right there. If I move it here, you might be able to see this little line going right across here, and that sticks out, okay? And that they want facing forward, okay? Oops, where'd you go? Now it's way over here. So they want that facing forward, okay? So let's try and slide that into there and see if that fits. And that fits perfect, okay? So let's grab our glue. Yeah, okay. So that's in there. So we're going to take our other one. Oh, that went in just like a breeze. Almost thinking that it went in too easy. Like, do I have it work the right way? There we go. So we got our two N1s. And there you are, right here and right here. Okay. Not that you can really see them. It's just clear plastic. And then this, our little half moon here, should line up and just drop in right here. Not really drop in, but it's a little bit of a mess. It's a snug fit. It fits good though. And they all line up nice. That's going to be lots of masking I'm going to have to do later. Which is what, unfortunately, you know, you've got to put the two halves together, and then you don't have access. So, I mean, ideally, I would like to be able to leave the clear piece off so that I don't have to mask it, right? And I can paint to my heart's desire, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I don't have that luxury, right? I just don't. So that's just the way it is. Okay, so now that we have our glass in there, we've got to put the lower part of the turret together. And so we want from our G tree, going from the G, and we need a couple pieces off of the M. Okay, so G and M. Okay, here's G and M. Okay, I'm going to put M here. So G, we obviously need our main part here. Okay, bingo. And we need G2 and G3 also. And that's these two pieces right here. So that's 3. So I'll put you here. And then 2. Done. Okay. And then we need M31, and it looks like we're going to need a total of 4. There's 32, 31. Looks like a little bit of a hook. It's 1. So it says M31 opposite. So what does that mean? So Only two? There's only one on, only 131 on here. So what does that mean, opposite? Why would they put opposite? And then G9, I need G9, opposite again. Oh, okay. M31, but on the other side we need F10. It's messed up, okay. So I do need G9 and G10. So let's see, where are we here? Here we go. So G9 and then G10 here. Okay. So I need my other M31. Okay. But now for the opposite I need F10. F. I need my F and tree. Where's my F and tree? F. There we go. Here we go, F10. Looks like the same thing, exactly. Like they are identical. Identical pieces. Well, they couldn't have just made it, you know, M31 and 32. That would have made more sense to me. But, oh well. As long as it all works in the end, right? In the end, it doesn't really matter. Isn't that from a song? In the end, it doesn't really matter, or something like that. Is it Nothing Else Matters? No. Maybe that's another song, maybe. I know Nothing Else Matters is a Metallica song. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Something else. Is that how it goes? I don't know. You tell me. You lurkers that are in my channel but are not saying anything. I know you're there. I know you're there. I know there are also a lot of bots in my channel. That's fine. But you guys don't help with my viewership. And the bots don't say anything. They're just there. I know that because I've seen my stream summaries. I actually look at them. I do pay attention. Oh, Nico, if you are out there, if you do watch this video, I'm not going to build a YF-23. Simply because I have like 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 kits sitting here waiting to be built. None of them are the YF-23. And I want to get those done. They're taking up space. These big boxes are taking up space, and I need to get them done. So it's actually quite nice. If I could say it's nice that I had COVID. I got COVID, and I had to take a week off work. I just test fit this thing, and then I'm going to put it upside down. I had to take a week off work because that's mandatory. You test positive for COVID, and my work says, well, guess what? You get to take a week off work, mandatory. So, yeah. So I got a week off work, but it was my second time getting COVID, and it was actually not that bad. And I was actually able to like do things around the house and get things done, and I could actually, my doctor didn't even tell me to quarantine myself. She just said, treat it like it's the flu. And so I did. And yeah. And so I was able to get a project done, and get laundry done, and all kinds of stuff like that. I even went out for lunch yesterday, and yeah, it's been, it was nice, and I got to work on my models and stuff, and got things, more stuff done, and that was good, and I'm happy about that. Alright, that side's on. Too much glue. Isn't that cool how I just assembled that little piece? That was cool how you just assembled that little piece. Yes, I'm talking to myself. There's nobody else talking. Right, there's nobody talking. I gotta talk to myself. You guys who watch me on YouTube, it'd be awesome if you would follow me on Twitch and come and talk to me on Twitch. I'd love to talk to you guys live. I know there are a couple of you that come on here and you see me live and you come and talk to me, and that's cool. But most of you don't. It makes me sad. Okay, so how does this go together? Does it just kind of sit like that? Is there a notch in there? Does it just sit on top? I don't know. It looks like it just sits on top. So, well, it could fit in. It does fit in. Okay. Okay, so that's how it's going to go together. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And like this, like there. That just goes like there. And this goes in, so put some on the edge. That. There we go. The two halves are together. And I've made a liar out of myself. Remember when I said when I put the two halves together I'm not going to have access to the clear pieces? Well, I do. I could actually try and punch them out of here. Before the glue is set and is really permanent. But, nah. That just means more masking later than it means more masking later. And I could even, that one's not in straight. That's better. Okay, Anyway, what was I saying? I do have a liquid mask, and I could just take that, dip a toothpick in there, and then just kind of put it over there and put it over that one, and that does simplify things using the liquid mask. But I find the liquid mask can be a real bear to get rid of when it's all said and done and you want to take it off. Sometimes it'll hold into little nooks and crannies and just doesn't want to let go. Okay, so now we have our little hook things, and they want one here and one there. They actually have little indents for you to put them, so that's kind of nice. So put a little dab of glue. Actually, what I'll do is pick one up. Make sure it's oriented the way I need it. So it's going to go like that. Put a little dab of glue on. Come on. Just goes to show you I'm not professional. I'm not a professional modeler. I'm just some guy who builds models in his bedroom. There we go. So that's two of them. Okay. So I'm going to go on to the other side. Turn these around so I pick them up correctly. Okay. There we go. And last one. Oh, there was a lot of glue on that one. That's okay. I don't mind that. It's covered with paint anyway, and then you don't even know. And you can always say, oh, it was just a really shitty weld that they did. Why not, right? Why not? Okay. So, moving on to number 26, because now number 25, the turret assembly, is done. We got number 26, and number 26 is attaching the turret parts 1. So, again, we need some stuff off of the M tree, and the L and the K. But we're going to start with M and L. So we need L. L are some big parts here. So let's find the L. Finding the L. Found the D. L, here we go. L. We need L. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One. Yeah. There's 1. Doink. Okay. And we need 2. This looks like it's just the opposite of 1. 2. 3 is right here. And 4 is right there. Doink. Okay. We need any other L's? While I have it in my hand, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. At least not till we get to the next section. Okay. So, 4 is this little one. 3 is this slightly larger one. Doink. Okay. Let's clean these up. 2 done. One done. This would be a kind of an ugly looking model if I wasn't going to paint it. If you're planning on building this particular kit and you're not going to paint it, you're going to have a lot of awful looking nub marks showing all around the thing. So now we need a bunch of M10s. I think the M10s are like track pieces. At least that's what they look like in the pictures here. Let's see what they look like on the actual piece. M10. It's these guys here. They kind of look like track pieces, so maybe there's some kind of hatches or doors of some sort. I really don't know. They don't say what they are in the instructions. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 3 there. So I need 3 off the other M. Here we go. Okay. So these guys go on here, and there's little things sticking out, and they're going to go on these little notches, just like that. And that's it. And that's all they do. That's all they do? Yep, they just hang there. But what's their purpose? Their purpose is to hang there. You don't need to do anything else. So that's it. Do I really need to clean them up? No, not really. Probably going to wind up being painted black or camouflage or something like that. I don't know what these are. It's kind of bad. You know, it feels kind of sad when you don't know what you're assembling, you know. These could be storage boxes of some sort. This could be active armor pieces. I really don't know. I have no idea. And that's what kind of sucks. I don't know enough about armor, like military armor, tanks, to know what a lot of these things are that I'm building. A lot of times I'm building these because they look cool to me. And that's it. Just, they look cool. And I mean, that's literally the reason why I bought this model. I had never heard of the company Meng before, okay? And I saw somebody, it may have been Night Shift. I saw him doing a video. Now, Night Shift builds nothing but tanks and armor models, as he calls them, right? So there we go. They look like some kind of hatch doors of some sort. That's what they look like. But he was building this model, and he happened to mention that it was made by Meng. And I was like, Meng? What is Meng? I've never heard of Meng. And so I Googled them and found their website, and I started looking at the model kits. And I saw the picture of this Terminator tank, and I was like, wow, that's a cool looking tank. I want to build one of those. So I went down to my hobby store, and I looked, and well, lo and behold, a great big wall of Meng model kits. was like, holy crap, I never even noticed that before. And yeah, so I looked for this one, and of course they didn't have it in stock. So I asked the lady there if she would order it for me, and she checked. Sure enough, it was available, and she said, yep, give you a call when it comes in. And 2 weeks later, boom, I have Terminator tank model by Meng. Just like that. And again, no idea the level of detail that Meng puts in their kits. No clue. So, yeah. It's been a learning experience, that's for sure. And I am going to think twice the next time I decide to build an armor model by Meng. Because I gotta think long and hard about my emotional investment in the kit. And how many videos I want to make dedicated to building one model kit. Because this has got more stuff on it than both of my 1/32 scale airplane kits. And I've probably already put enough parts together on this to assemble 2 Tamiya tanks. So there's that. Now if you love doing fine detail and stuff like that, and that's what you're really into, then yeah, these kits are for you. I'll say that. I really am rambling. Am I not rambling? I'm just talking and talking and talking. Shut up. Well, no, don't shut up. Okay, so now these parts got to go on here and here. So let's start with L1 going in over here. It's got this nice tab and there's a nice hole there. Let's see if he fits. Fits just fine. So let's put some glue on there. There's one. So we'll just do 2 on the other side. Gotta test fit. Always gotta test fit. Especially with, you know what? If it's not Tamiya, you better test fit it. I have learned that for sure. Tamiya, you can get away with just cutting it off, cleaning it up, put it on. It's, yeah. Now these ones don't have any tabs, but they do tell me to line it up with this little guy here and this one here. So, is it going in between them? Yes. Okay. What they've done is they've notched it a little bit, little notch here and on this side, and they go in between those tabs there and there. So that was very nice of them. Okay, so that one's on. And finally we got this one, and it's the same thing. We've got 2 little tabs that are going to go on the outside of it, right in between these 2 little notches. Or these are in between the notches. The notches are in between the tabs. Does that make sense? Does that make more sense? I think it makes more sense. Just like so. Okay, so that part's done. Now we're going to move on to this part. And it looks like we're doing, oh boy, we're going to make 10 of these guys. Well, these are obviously the grenade launchers. So we're building the grenade launchers. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a couple because you don't need to watch me put little caps on 10 little things, right? It just becomes monotonous. So I need E2. So I need E and I need K. K is the majority of this stuff here. E and K. K is already out. So there's K. But I also need M21, and that's a little cap. So there should be, there they all are. So I will make 2. Okay. Just a second. I'll be back in a minute. Do this real quick here. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I'm back. Yeehaw! Anyway, where was I here? Where was I? Oh, yes. I need to make a couple of grenade launchers. Don't you roll off the table. Okay, so I'm just going to make 2 so you can see the assembly. It's nothing going to be any spectacular thing, but it is something that's going to take up time. And so because it's going to take so much time to do, I don't want to bore you guys watching me assemble 10 grenade launchers. And so that's E number 2, and that's these guys here. So we've got 3 E trees in this kit. And okay, there's 1 and 2. 3 E trees, and we have 4 grenade launchers, or grenades, I guess. Well, no, they're launchers. Grenade launchers on each tree. And so we have to put the cap onto this. And it tells me right here I need to make 10 of them. So like I said, I'm just going to make 2. I have been requested to go out, and so I'm going to have to cut this video a little short. So I apologize for that, and it's just nothing else I can do. It's my Faja needs me to go get him something, so I have to go. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So that looks like that. Good to do. And I don't want to get demonetized here if I haven't already because of this song, so I'm fast forwarding it. Probably when I go to upload it, it'll probably catch it already. Well, you gotta get rid of that song there, otherwise your channel won't be able to be monetized. Well, it's not monetized anyway, jerks. I don't have enough followers on YouTube. Which, if you're watching this on Twitch, head on over to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, head on over to my Twitch channel. Follow me there and talk to me. Get notified when I go live, and then come talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Here's a nice cheese. Way to do it. Doink. There. You got the cap on there. Doink. 1 done. Doink. Cap on this one done. Even if it's crooked for some weird reason. Okay, boom, those are done. Okay, so that's two. Now let's assemble them. So we need, it's going to go with K4. Okay, K4. So it's this guy here. I don't know if I need that piece or not. K4. Just big nub sticking up the top of it for no reason at all. Okay. Clean this one off. And on the bottom. So now we need to face this in such a way, this is going to be like this, and our two canisters are going to go here and here in these little dots. And so our little canisters, they each have a little doink sticking out of them. So you can put the doink in the hole. Just like that. Okay? So grab the other one. Some glue on the doink. And then put the doink in this hole. There we go. So we want to get them kind of lined up so they're kind of straight and don't look all weird. I have seen some grenade launchers on tanks where they do look kind of weird angles and stuff like that. So anyway, that's this one. Okay, so that's done. These two are in there now. Now we're going to take K15 and put that on top. Okay. And we need K20. So let's get K15. That's this guy here. And K20. 17, 23, 29, 21, 20. Okay. Yeah, K20. Clean this up. These big distractor pin marks gone off of here. And make sure it's all nice and clean, flush, flat and straight and clear and all the things it's supposed to be. Smooth, fresh. Okay, so with this guy we want facing down, and okay, so we've got a little guy here, and we've got a little notch sticking out here, and that's where we're going to line it up. And then our little tubes are going to go through these little guys here. Okay, make sense? Sounds good? Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. I'm going to turn this over, and hopefully our tubes will line up. That's what we're hoping for. And they do. How about that? All right, just like that. That's together. Now they want me to put that, where is that going to go? This is going to be facing this way. And it looks like it just goes back here. Meanwhile, K20 goes down over here. K20 faces like this and goes here. Let's go like this. No, it goes like this. It goes like that. Okay. Yeah, there's a little tab here that's going to go into this little slot. Okay. So it's going to go like this. Okay. So let's make sure this little hole is big enough for that tab to go in. Test fit. Doesn't seem to really want to go in there. Typical fashion. That seems to be okay. It's on a bit of an angle because of the way it's going, but it is going in there. Okay, so that works. So put a little bit of glue on that tab. That. That. Put it in. Meanwhile, get this lined up with the little notch it's supposed to sit in. And then I'm going to take this glue. Just this. Just kind of put it down a little bit, and that should be good. That's good. Okay. So now to figure out where this is going to mount. So I don't really see any tabs on the bottom here. So I'm not sure where this is going. They just kind of have it pointing to like here, and there's nothing specific here to tell me, hey, this is where it goes. It just kind of is sitting. Unless it's supposed to go here. Like, it would make more sense to me that it would go here. But it doesn't. So this has got me a little confused as to how this goes on here. Because they just have it pointing to this spot like this, as if I just glue it down here like in a random spot. And that's really weird to me. It does not make sense to me to just, I might as well glue it here then, you know, or here. You know what I mean? Like, to just put it down there randomly. Oh, we have an L bracket, a little L slot here, and this bracket has an L, so it's got to go here. So I was right, it does make more sense to put it there. They don't really show it going in there, so that's why. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. There's how it goes, just like that. Okay, so now I know these things are going to sit down on there, and it's going to be touching the bottom here, and I can put glue on that L bracket. So that's how we're going to do it. Put a little bit of glue on there, and a little bit of glue back here, and that should be more than enough to hold it in place permanently. Once I get it lined up. See what I mean? Sometimes it fits together great, and then you put glue on it and it don't want to go. I'm going to have to wind up re-gluing it because it won't go. Now that I've put glue on it, the bracket won't go in the slot. Get in there. Damn. I think I finally got it. Now that all the glue is dried. Stupid asshole thing. No, I don't have it. Yes, I do have it. Okay, so that's on there. Finally. Pain in my ass. Okay, K23 is going to go on top here, and that's going to cover these guys. Okay? Yeah, K23. Keep saying K. Not that kind of K. K23, here we are. Alright, so K23, anything that lines up, maybe this peg here. Let's put this peg sticking down there. And that's going to line up with this little slot, this hole. Just like that. So put a little bit of glue on the peg. That, I think we're going to touch in the tops of these. There we go. Okay, so that's on there. Total different color green than what this is molded in. And now that I look at it, so are these pieces. Now moving over, we got K14 going on this side. We're basically doing the same thing on this side, except we're doing it over here now. But I'm not going to show you guys that because I'll do that on my own. But it's basically just a mirror image of this. It's just happening over here this time. Okay, same thing. I'll do that another time. I'll do that later. But I gotta get going, which means I gotta end this here. So, just gonna leave it here for now, guys, and we'll just end it here. Change my glasses out here, and yeah, we'll call it a day. And yeah, that'll be it for now. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So if you guys have made it this far in the video, why not hit the like button down below there? takes you half a second to move your mouse and click that like button. And that really helps me out with the whole YouTube algorithms things. And that would be really fantastic if you guys would do that for me. The other thing I would really love it is if you hit the subscribe down over there on the bottom. That would be really cool too. And if you check out in the comments box or the description box, whatever you want to call it, you'll see I put some links down there to my Twitch channel, my Instagram, and my Twitter account. You can go on Twitch and you can follow me there, and then you could watch me live, and you could talk to me while I'm on Twitch and do all that good stuff. Follow me on there, and that would be really cool too. And if you want to see still pictures, once these things are all finished, and I finish my models and my Gundams, I always take a few pictures, sometimes a few, sometimes quite a few, and I post them on my Instagram, so you can check me out there too. And you can check me out on Twitter, but really all my Twitter account really is just for saying, hey, go watch me on YouTube. That's pretty much all it's for. But I guess on Twitter you could send me messages if you wanted to, if that's what you feel like doing. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here, guys, and that'll be it for today. And so thank you for watching, and thanks for coming out, and thanks for all the support. You guys are really awesome. Thank you so much. And really, thank you so much. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. And so I guess we'll continue on with this next time. And until then, we'll see you on the next one.